Okay. We had a great week. So last week we had a pretty chopping week, right? We pushed up higher, we came back down into support. Then again, we pushed up higher to the next level of resistance, right? Which is at 4,600. So far, nothing really has changed. You can see that we've pretty much been sideways in this channel. We haven't really had a second candle closing below the channel. So yeah, again, the level to watch out for and the level to go short against is 4564, right? We break 4564, I think we probably come down to test 4,500, right? That's whether I'm bullish or bearish. This is still primarily, as you can see on my chart, that is what I'm looking for. And on the dollar, 103.103, right, is the support on dollar. It is due for an oversold bounce. You can kind of see that this 103 level is holding. So we probably go up to test about 104.5 on the dollar. Let's look at the 10-year, right? And you can see the 10-year is actually breaking our like 4 point, what was that, 4.28%, right? So, I mean, again, ideally, right, this bounce, if you are bullish on the market, you want this bounce to get rejected and come down. If you're bearish on the market, you do need this wave forward to, kind of form a base here before it can kind of push higher for that wave 5. A week 10-year, right, is very bullish IWM, right? You can see here on this chart that we pretty much had the breakdown, right? We came back down to support, and again, we're kind of pushing up. The next level of resistance is at about like 187 on IWM, right? So you can see that even if I were to fib it, right, about 187, 186.5, 187. But yeah, that is, you can see that is a trend line. So you kind of have to watch out for this and wait for it to actually break out before you kind of trade growth stocks. All right, with that being said, let's look at this week's watch list. It's actually pretty simple in terms of levels, right? We know this 146, right? I zoom out, this is resistance. So for Amazon, you can see that this level is now trying to become support. So if you are bullish Amazon, right, you need this support, right? You can see this is resistance, 147.2. So like if you want to break out, right, you need to break over 147 and then it can push up to like 150. And again, to break down, right, you need to break back under this channel. So break 144.7, we're very likely going to come down to like 142, 140. So those are your levels on Amazon. And the next one I have is FSLR. So this is a little more simpler, right? Like Amazon, this is your level of resistance on FSLR, right? Right here. You can see it's a 160.5. So to be bullish, right? Let's say 161, break 161, and it's going to push up to like 165, 168, right? You reject here, and you can see what's happened every single time we have rejected. We probably at minimum, right, come down to test this level at 150. So a rejection at 160, and we're going to come down to like 150. So those are kind of your two levels on FSLR. Let's look at FUTU. So FUTU, again, I've already discussed this, right? We've been shorting this and we've come down all the way to like 54 now. So below 54, right? It's going to continue selling off, going to come down to like 50, have a little bounce, and then probably come down to like 47, 48. So FUTU still looks good. FUTU is still in progress. Last but not least, AMD, right? You can see that we're pretty much pushed to the channel. So I'd say if it can break over resistance at 123, can probably push up to like 127, 128. We break below 124, right? Not 124. I mean, you break below 120, and then we're probably going to come down to like 114. So not 120. I'll probably say 119, and you can come down to like 115, 114. So yeah, that's all I have for this week's watch list. I hope you have a great day.